Welcome to Leighton Ministries. My name is Jim Singleton, and I'm a part of the team there. I want to introduce you today to a new video series that is going to be coming to you weekly for the next 35 weeks. It's called LiveCalled Today. If you've seen any of our recent literature, emails, etc., you'll notice this tagline, LiveCalled. And we're using that because we feel like that's really what we do at Leighton Ministry, is we not only live called ourselves, but our job is to help a generation of ministry leaders who are overwhelmed with information and yet confused and don't have clarity about where they are going. So the Live Called has to do with helping leaders discover their truest north, and it has to do with organizations and congregations finding their truest north. We don't come with prepackaged answers, but we come as really friends on the journey to help you discern what God is calling you to do. We need to revisit this concept of calling. So for the next 35 weeks, we're going to be looking at aspects of calling. We'll start with a series that begins next week and runs through early August that will be looking at how individuals in the Old Testament were called. Some are called directly by God. Some are called through an external partner that helps them hear God's calling. All of them have some confusion about it and yet draw on courage of God's kingdom purposes to step forward. Then we'll take a short little interlude and look at confusions that come in callings. And we'll take about 5 weeks to look at people who, well, in most respects, missed what God was doing in calling their life. Because we can often learn from mistakes and from failures. My dad used to tell me, you're never good for nothing. You can always be a bad example. Well, we've got a few bad examples in the Old Testament. Then we're going to resume looking at positive examples throughout the New Testament. And that will take us from the middle of August all the way up to the Advent series. And during the 4 weeks of Advent, we're going to be considering how to follow the guiding star that was pointing people to Jesus. So everything in this 35-week series is going to be about discerning a calling, responding to a calling, living into a calling, and the challenge of mistaking a calling. At Leighton Ministries, we want to be there for many of you to both explore this sense of calling, to understand this sense of calling, and to find the courage and the clarity and the means and the methods to carry out this sense of calling. Because leadership is about discerning where God is pointing us in our true north and finding all of the capacities within and without to be able to steadfastly move toward that calling. So every week, you're going to get a little video from us at LFM that's going to help you look at different aspects of calling, from Abraham through Nehemiah in the Old Testament, from John the Baptist to the John of Patmos in the New Testament, with this little interlude of people like King Saul not quite getting their calling. So would you join us on this series so that we can help you find your way to live called? Bless you.